Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. We're having some technical difficulties, so please excuse any foul language that may occur as we're trying to figure things out. Can you guys see me? Is everything working okay on your end? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it all working normally? Hello, Brandy. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Janine. Happy Friday. Hello, Nancy, Gayleen, Cassie, Naomi, Huckleberry. You are flying on your brick house sampler. Holy cow, Huckleberry. I'm not doing any, but I have a whole bunch of UFOs sitting around muttering at me. Well, good. Pick one up and let's stitch together, Margaret. Nancy, hello. Yes. Hello, Morgan. Hello, Stephanie. How are you feeling today? I'm getting discharged from the hospital. Oh boy, now I can't read. We're having technical problems. So sometimes I can read and sometimes I cannot. You're getting discharged. That is so good to hear. And get to go home very soon. Oh, yay. That's excellent news. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Tammy. I'm at work sitting at my desk. Oh, no. That's no fun. Huckleberry, sorry, I am fortunate enough to have some time during the day. Well, that's good. Yeah, enjoy. I see you, Angela, and you sound and look awesome. Okay, good. We just can't read. We had it set up on a monitor last time so that my daughter could read stuff from the monitor, and it's not working for whatever reason. Every time we hook it up to the monitor, it makes it teeny tiny so that we can't see anything. We can't read. It's so small we can't read it. And we try to zoom it, we try to change the view, and for whatever reason, nothing is working. I'm still working on Tiny Modernist Halloween October calendar, 1.5 more rows plus all the back stitching. That is going to be quite an accomplishment when you are done though. Yes. So today I am working on flea market flowers. That's my plan. I'm going to try to finish up that section that we were supposed to get done for last month. Sorry. So I'm going to keep plugging away at that. Flea market flowers and try to do that while we are stitching and chatting. And while my husband tries to figure out what is happening with the screen. I'm working on Brick Houses, Tammy. I can't put it down. It's keeping my mind off of things. Well, that is good. It's nice to have that. Ooh, that makes it kind of bright for you guys. Hopefully we will have this set up better next time. My cord doesn't reach to me. Like, it's a Friday and nothing is working correctly. Oh my goodness. Okay. Does that bother you guys? All right. This is such a game changer, you guys. I can actually see my stitches. And I think I told you last time. I wish it didn't sit down quite so low. It needs to be like in the middle. I think I told you last time that now I can see that I'm not as good of a stitcher as I thought I was. So I'm finishing up invoicing today. We got Sampler of the Month arrived yesterday, and so I'm finishing getting that out the door. So I'm excited about that. And the new release stuff arrived yesterday for Riley Blake. And I was so excited. I hope to have a new release party with you guys maybe this week. Like, I kind of can't wait. Oh my gosh, it's on the monitor now sideways. Daughter, can you read like this?
I could.
So the new release stuff arrived yesterday, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I am so, so excited. There is one in particular that I was looking through it, and I came to that one when I was looking through it with my husband was sitting next to me, and I went, oh my gosh, I was so, so excited. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. So new release party, hopefully this week. I'm thinking maybe Wednesday night, maybe Monday. Monday might be kind of short notice. Monday or Wednesday, I don't know. Do either of those work with you guys? Did you hear Henry, Sarah? Was he barking? Cutting for my happy place. That sewing machine block was no. Really? I haven't gotten that far. April, was it hard? Ugh. I hope it's not hard. I'm hoping it goes quickly so that I can catch up. I'm working on Brick House. Oh, that I already read that one. Huckleberry. I am on Flea Market Flowers also, only the first block. And my bag looks just like yours. Oh, really? The only one I have made myself. Really? This one? Yeah, I had to put it in a Lori Holt bag. I love that home decorator fabric for project bags. This thing is bugging me. We should do a Zoom stitch next time. Yes, we should look into that. April, I'm not doing my happy place, but I am going to do that block. Any tips? Well, I hope you guys can see me because I can't see anything anymore. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully everybody's still there. I don't know because I can't see anything. There we are. Oh, yay! It's working. Way to go, husband. He was, oh no. What did you do? Now it went away. It may or may not. Oh, it's still small over on the side. You have to stand really close in order to read it. We're all over the place. We're back and forth. Just a few minutes ago, my husband was cursing. He was very angry. And so there's a lot of happiness happening at Happy Little Stitch Shop right now. Sometimes I forget to look over the magnifier. I have to get used to looking under here. Okay, so D, I don't know where we are with what people. So my daughter is going to start reading now, and she's going to try to catch up so I can stitch.
I don't know where we are either.
So I think I read like start with where Sarah D says hi Henry.
So then Naomi says, April, I'm not doing my happy place, but I'm going to do that block. Any tips? Sherry says, I ordered charts and some notions last night really late, and I already got the notice that you mailed them. How do you do everything?
Yes, we were just working on that this morning. So tried to get that out, tried to get some invoices out this morning. And so hopefully Happy Mail is coming your way. Hopefully it will get there soon.
And Stephanie says, I'm hoping to feel better enough next week to get some stitching and sewing in.
I hope you do too. I hope you are recuperating and you can just sit and get some stitching time in and like shake off all of that illness and just feel better. Stephanie just got married a couple of weeks ago, and a few days after she got COVID. And so she's been in the hospital.
That's too bad.
Yeah. So she is getting discharged today. So that's happy news.
Then Tammy says, I'm here. Yeah, husband photographer, good old guy.
He is. He was an unhappy guy a little bit ago, but he's now left the room, so he's probably happier.
And then Naomi says, LOL. And then Stitching Granny of 17 says, I stitched early this morning. Now I'm working on the quilt top I posted yesterday.
Oh, that was so pretty, Deborah. That quilt top was gorgeous.
Galen says, I'm working on And to All a Good Night and at the halfway mark. I had to give up stitching in hand for now. I was having trouble seeing.
Well, maybe one of these lights will help. It really changed, is changing things for me quite a bit. It's changing a lot. And somebody had asked last time, it'd be really nice. They had commented it would be really nice to have an overhead camera so that people can see how I'm stitching. I agree with you, but we aren't set up for that. Like, we just don't have that capability right now. So maybe someday that would be nice.
Naomi says, you are undoubtedly the fastest shipper I know.
Really? Were you going to say something else? Sorry, I cut you off. I was so
It's fine.
excited with the compliment. Oh, why can't you just leave well enough alone? It's working. We try really hard. So I really appreciate that comment because we try to get stuff out right away. Because I know you guys want your stuff. You know, I know you want to get your stuff and we want to get it to you as soon as possible. We don't like keeping people waiting if we can help it. I'm going to get rid of this.
Then Debbie says, exciting to be getting the first shipment of floss sleeve threads soon. It'll be a nice surprise every month.
I am excited for you guys to get it. I actually had more fun than I imagined I would have. Putting those little floss bundles together. So I'm really excited for you guys to get it, number one. And number two, I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about it. So please post and like share, because every time you guys post pictures about stuff that you're getting, it spreads the word about our shop, and then maybe other people will join the league. So please post and share once you get it. And I really, really hope that you guys like it. I'm excited about it. And I am excited to put together more. It's fun. I like it. And it's a great way to get some of that floss into your stash. And so as I was putting this together, I was like, oh, this would be really nice, because then, you know, you can just go and pull from your own stash. And, oh, if I want a red, you know, to make this house red, and I want to use fancy floss to do that, to give it that variegated look, because it's a bigger chunk of the stitch, I could just go and pull from, pick a red that I like from my stash. So that's really nice, I think, to have that as a possibility.
Stitching Granny of 17 says, thank you.
Yeah, that quote was cute. It was very cute.
And Tammy says, or some bifocals, LOL.
No kidding. I know. These guys give me a hard time because the eye doctor said I need bifocals.
P Badger Bird says, just got my invoice for week's monthly floss club. Can't wait. Also stitching on flea market flowers.
Oh, yay! So my hope is to tackle, okay, so we're doing our next Happy Little Stitch Hour, hopefully without technical difficulties, on October 29th.
Okay.
You guys have off school that day.
Yes.
So are you okay helping me again?
Yeah.
So we're going to do it on October 29th. And I think that day can be at our normal 1:30 time, but I'll post more information about it as the time gets closer and all that kind of stuff. But just mark your calendars for October 29th. That's going to be our next one.
Nancy says, did you see U.S. Postal Service says mail will take longer due to changes? Do you ship all through the post office?
A lot of it goes through the post office. Some of it, it's usually either post office or UPS. And I have read, I'm I'm not very happy about that. Like, I'm just not happy about it. The only thought that I can come to in my mind is I'm not happy about it, and I hope that it doesn't have the impacts that they're warning about. That's what I hope.
Jody says, just watching, dealing with a broken kneecap on my
What? Jody who?
Rice.
What, Jody? How did you do that? Did she say? Sorry, I was so excited I cut you off.
And she just says, all my stitching and sewing stuff is upstairs, which I can't do.
Ah, how did you break your kneecap, Jody? What happened? And can somebody bring it downstairs for you? My gosh, if you have a broken kneecap, like you need some stitching to sit and be able to do, because I would have, my sister broke her kneecap. And so I would have, it was not pretty. And so she was laid up for a while. So you need to have that stuff. Where do you live? Can I come to your house and go upstairs and get it for you? Because you've got some stitching time on your hands now, and that will help hopefully keep you sane during your recovery.
Sarah says, good afternoon, working on Toy Store for Hometown Holidays. Will we be getting more fabric for this stitch along? Thanks for all you do.
Yes. I have not calculated out when you guys need fabric again. So if somebody can let me know, like if you're going to need fabric next month, or if you've got a couple months of fabric left, if somebody could let me know and just send me an email, then I will be sure to include fabric next month.
Stephanie says, I'm excited to build up my floss stash and maybe start getting braver to change some colors out and patterns.
Right? And it's so much easier when you have it in front of you to be able to see it, I think. So I hope so too. I'm working towards that myself.
Stitching Granny of 17 says, that's what I do. I was picking up floss at local LNS, but now I get them from you.
Yay! LNS is Local Needle Workshop.
Okay. Tammy says, I spread the word about your shop to everyone on and offline. You guys are just wonderful.
Yay, Tammy. Thank you so much, especially as I have not had time to be out there doing posts. That really helps. And I appreciate it so much when you guys spread the word, because I feel like I'm failing miserably with posting on social media right now.
Brandy says, isn't that light and magnifying glass a very large version of bifocals?
Brandy, maybe, except I can just pull it out when I want to, and it's not a part of my everyday life.
Tammy says, exactly. Nancy says, good afternoon, just got here.
Hello, Nancy. So glad you are here.
And Tammy says, daughter, I hope you have fun at your homecoming tonight. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, homecoming is this weekend. We have a parade to go to once we get done here. And last weekend, so it's been a process to find a dress. Homecoming is different than when I went. When I went, it was kind of more casual, and now it's like a step up as far as dressiness goes. Like when I went, I can remember exactly what I wore. I wore a red and navy blue plaid. That will shock some of you people, I'm sure. Plaid skirt with a plain navy blue long sleeve knit sweater. Like it was a light knit sweater, and then some tights and some shoes. And so I can remember exactly what I wore. But now it's more of like a cocktail dress. So we had to find a dress. And then last weekend we went shopping to get some final items. And I will tell you, we went to Target. We started at Target because I thought, okay, let's start here and see if we can find everything that we need. Okay, I had to make sure I was in the right spot. See if we can find everything we need, and then we can run to other places if we can't find everything we need here. And I was kind of doubtful that we were going to be able to find everything we needed at Target. So we walked in, we went to the first section, and we found what we needed for that area. They had it. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that they have it here. And I was really, really excited about it. So excited that I was like, so my two older daughters were with me. We had a little bit of a girls' day last Saturday after the boys' football game. And I looked at my daughters and I was like, this is amazing. They have what we need here. We are winning. We are winning. And my daughters were like, oh my gosh, like trying to move as far away from their mother as possible. And then one of them needed sunglasses for marching band. And I look up, I was like, oh, you need sunglasses. And I look up, and immediately in front of us is the rack of sunglasses. And I was like, we are totally winning. This is the best day ever. We can find everything that we need. Oh my gosh. They were like, please stop, Mom.
Jody says, fell over a goat. My husband will eventually get it, but he's very busy doing all the farm work alone, looking at least 10 weeks of recovery.
What did she say? She fell over a goat?
Yeah.
My gosh, when you said goat, I was immediately thinking greatest of all time. And I was like, you fell over the greatest of all time? Who is that? You fell over a goat, like an actual goat. Oh my goodness. That must have been a pretty good stumble in order for you to break your kneecap. Holy cow, Jody. Well, please feel better soon, recover quickly, and I hope everything goes smoothly. You didn't need to have surgery or anything, did you? Did you have to have surgery? I would imagine you had to have surgery to put the pieces of your kneecap back together, or is it just a fracture in the kneecap, like a, you know what I mean?
Steffi says, oh my, Jody, that's horrible.
That is horrible.
April Heirloom says dresses are so challenging, especially when you're trying to stay modest.
Yes. Amen, April. I mean, she's like that anyway. She's kind of a modest dresser anyway. And so, but yes, as a mother, you want that. And it seems like it can be harder and harder to find these days. But the one that we found is very, very cute. And she likes it, and it's comfortable. Winning.
Tammy says it's like a mini prom. And then she says, if you had bifocals, you could stitch and talk at the same time. LOL.
I know I'm not very good at like stitching and talking at the same time. Apparently those bifocals, see, these guys are trying to convince me that bifocals impact so many facets of talking, being able to pronounce words, being able to see. It impacts so many different things.
Jody says that's girls for the good wishes.
What?
She says that's girls for the good wishes, and then she has a couple hearts.
Oh, nice.
Tammy says, Angela, you are a nut.
True.
And then Jody says, no surgery, clean lateral break.
Oh, good. I mean, not good, but good that it was clean and you didn't have to have surgery for it.
Naomi says, that's great. Jody doesn't have often clean breaks like that. Then April says, I think you should just order new stitching supplies so when the package comes in, boom, you just have to ask for someone to bring you the mail.
Yes. That's awesome. That's really funny.
Jody says, it should have been thanks before.
Oh, yeah.
And Tammy says, and now you're thinking goat in all caps, like greatest of all time. LOL.
Yes. That's exactly where I went. I don't know why. Because I know, Jody, that you are on a farm. I know that. And so I should have known that you were talking about an actual goat. Oh, no. My longest. I know you guys gave me a hard time last time about how long my thread is. I'm always afraid that I'm distracted, and so I'm going to mess up something as I'm stitching and talking. So would Monday or Wednesday work better for people for a new release party for next week? Because I'm kind of excited to share this with you guys. I kind of can't wait.
Naomi says we had a goat on a rope one time.
What? You had a goat on a rope? Are you guys teasing me? Because immediately I'm thinking soap on a rope. Why did you have a goat on a rope, Huckleberry?
Tammy says, daughter, how is your stitching going? I'm really busy, so I haven't gotten a lot of it done.
She hasn't, but you have gotten the first couple stitches in, but that's about it. She started it one weekend when you had kind of a little bit of a lull in stuff, right?
Yeah.
But she's been super busy. For example, some of her days start at, she has to be at school at 6:45 in the morning for jazz band practice. And then she has volleyball games at night. And so the other night, her volleyball game was an away game, and she didn't get home until about 10:45 or 11 o'clock at night. It was really late. So that her days are like 6:45 till sometimes 11 o'clock at night. 2 days a week, she has really bad days. And then the other 3 days are, 7:45 till maybe 7:30 at night. So she has really long days right now. But we kind of knew that she wasn't going to have a ton of time for stitching. And so that's okay. I told her not to stress about it. Don't get into the habit of stressing about this, because it's supposed to be something that's fun for you to pick up when you have time to do it. So
Margaret says, forget the bifocals, go directly to the progressive lenses. You'll need them eventually. Get used to them now. And no lines.
yes to all of that. I know that I will need them eventually, and no lines for sure. Let's be honest, I'll probably need trifocals at some point, so I should probably just do it and get used to the bifocals right now, so then the trifocals aren't such a big deal.
Bonnie says, just join. Glad to be here.
Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie who?
Miller.
Nice. From Canada, right? I believe. I'm so glad that you're on with us. I'm not stitching very quickly on this.
Naomi says, LOL, a tornado hit our house one time and the goat was tethered in the field at the corner of the house. He was flying around in the air, but luckily the rope saved him.
Oh my gosh.
He was our spot mower, LOL.
Spot mower. That poor goat. Thank goodness you had it on a rope, because, oh my gosh, it's like a scene from Twister or Wizard of Oz. That's insane. Was your house damaged, or was everything okay? I can't believe looking out the window and seeing a goat flying around on a rope. My gosh. She's trying not to laugh.
Elizabeth says, when are the fabric ones supposed to hit shops? And does Lori Holt have something new coming?
Who asked that?
Elizabeth Glenbach.
Oh, Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, okay. So the ones that we just did last time were January through April. And so the ones that are the new release batch that I just received yesterday is from May through July. So it'll be May through July releases 2022. Yes, Lori has something in there. That's not the one that I gasped at, though. And that's a surprise. That was a surprise to me. That is not the one that I gasped at. So there's another good one in there that I am super excited. I mean, there are a lot of good ones in there, But the one that I gasped at, I'm super excited to share with you guys because I think you guys are going to be, oh my gosh, you're just going to be so psyched about it. And then Lori does have one in there, which is very cute. It's very cute. And she's got some cute stuff coming out with it. And that'll be for July release, I believe. There are some Christmas ones in there that are so darling. So I'm really excited. And I haven't even received Moda yet. So I'm really excited to see what Moda comes with because Moda last year was really strong for Christmas. And I'm anxious to see what they have for this year, for this time frame.
Sarah says, I need a goat to come and eat my half-dead garden. Kids, sports taking up my weekend. Need no fall cleanup yet.
Yeah, Sarah, I am totally feeling what you're saying. I agree with you.
Naomi says, and that's no joke. Sarah says, no idea what nights will ever work for me. Sports and scout stuff going on at the same time take up my nights.
It is busy. It is, and if you add night school in there, oh my gosh.
Tammy says, feel weird calling you daughter, but I still get why your mom keeps you protected. So please forgive me for calling you daughter. LOL.
You can call her D if you want.
Yeah, it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, we usually call her D. Her name starts with the letter D, so we call her D for short sometimes.
Brandy says, working on brick house, and I am not stitching very fast. Also, as I found a goof in riveting, can I borrow that frog?
Oh no! So when you have to rip out,
It's called frogging.
yeah. So
Yes.
riveting is so she's
Okay.
that's a reference to that. And Brandy's the one who made the frog that your little sister's been carrying around. That really stinks. Oh no, on brick house you had a rough start and now you're having to rip out. That's no good. Hopefully it was a teeny tiny section. I'm counting this like a cajillion times. How many times do I need to count this before? This is a little bit something to get used to. Sometimes I have to.
Nancy says, I haven't laughed this hard in a long while.
Because of my brain or just yes, like okay, so I did that post yesterday for the autumnal quilt kit that I was cutting up at the time, and I started it out in the wee small hours of the morning because for whatever reason that song jumped into my head, and so I was singing in the wee small hours of the morning. But then of course I changed the words to go with cutting up this quilt kit. So when I started that post, I was like writing out an entire verse of that song related to cutting up a quilt kit. And I had the whole thing written out and I was like, oh goodness, I'm going to lose people probably a quarter of a way through this verse. And I don't even know if they're going to get it. Like, what if they don't know in the wee small hours of the morning? So then I deleted it all and I just left the beginning.
Naomi says, took the roof off the garage and lifted the bedroom ceiling off the walls. It was scary, but Carl the goat was hilarious.
Carl? Is Carl still living or is he not around anymore? But oh my gosh, that must have been scary going through that. Holy camole.
Then Naomi says, Brandy, you can have mine. Just frogged half of what I've already done during this video.
Oh no. Oh, that is no good. Start on 14. Okay. Maybe I can actually count this out.
Brandy says, Huckleberry Stitcher, yes, it is the worst. The stitch is telling me to stop working on it. Naomi says, Carl has passed.
Oh, Carl, that's such a neat name for a goat. Oh my gosh. Yay, I counted it right. Oh my gosh. It's hard to stitch and talk at the same time. I don't know what's going on here.
Naomi says, Angela, have you considered a Zoom for this?
Well, I mean, people keep asking for that, so I'll have to look into that because that would be fun to do. The tricky part, I think, is, well, there aren't too many people on here, but when you start to get more and more people, then it can get really difficult. The one that we had on Saturday night seemed to work okay, but I do think that there were times when it was hard to hear people, and if anybody tries to, how those Zoom meetings work, if anybody tries to talk at the same time, nobody can be heard, and so the more people you add, the trickier that can get, I think.
Stephanie said, gotta go, ladies. My ride is here and I'm ready to be home. Have a great rest of your day.
Yay, Stephanie. I am so glad you are going home. Please keep us posted on how you are doing and feel better. Feel better soon.
Naomi said, true. And Tammy said, feel better, Stephanie.
What are you guys working on this weekend? I have so much stuff to do this weekend. We have parade, we have homecoming, we have football game, pep band. Soccer game was canceled, so that has lightened the load a little bit. But as far as like work stuff to do, I have the rest of Guiding Stars to finish. I have My Happy Place weeks 2 and 3 to finish. Vintage Christmas for September to finish, to do. Lots of stitching. Flea Market Flowers to do for last month. Brick House to do for last month. I really want to dive into that one. I think I'm going to try to finish this one up, and then my plan is to have that be the focus, to Brick House to be the focus to get caught up.
Naomi said, bye, stay safe, watch for those goats.
See you later, Huckleberry.
Jody said, hey, for going home, take care to Stephanie. Kim said, so I realized my name, Kim, and picture wasn't showing up, so I tried to set that up in YouTube, but it said that it might take a couple of days. Don't know if that is true.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, oh, there's a person without a name. How does one make that happen? So Kim who? I wonder which Kim it is. We have a few Kims in our community.
April said, my oldest and his fiance are coming this weekend, but hope to work on Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. Not sure if I'll get any sewing in.
Yeah, I don't know. I always have, I think I said yesterday, my eyes are bigger than my time.
Sarah says, I want to finish my Halloween patchwork, tying it and the fold over binding, but just got a Tdap shot and my upper arm is super sore.
Oh, yeah. I understand that. Those can make you really, really sore. Can't wait to see your Halloween quilt done, though.
Naomi says, oh, I'm not leaving. I was telling Stephanie bye.
Oh, good. I was like, Huckleberry, are you leaving? Huckleberry, I really want to watch Tombstone again. I think I said this yesterday, but ever since seeing the Val documentary, I really want to watch Tombstone again, and a bunch of other Val Kilmer movies, but that one is at the top of my list. And I really want to watch it with you guys, but I don't think you guys are old enough yet. I looked it up and it rates it 16 plus. So that kind of bums me out because I'd like to watch it.
Bonnie says working on flea market flowers.
Yay! Some other people are stitching flea market flowers with us too. I love it.
Naomi says, April, my son and his are here visiting. Nothing like having all your kiddos together. I love it.
Oh, that is the best. Having everybody under one roof again. I love it.
Tammy says, I want to start guiding stars.
Oh, good. Let me know how it goes. It'll go pretty quickly for you, Tammy. It really does. It goes together pretty quickly. There's a lot of repetition, so you can just, take that section and sit at your sewing machine and sew, and I think it might be a pleasant surprise how quickly it goes.
Margaret says, best time of year for stitching is in front of TV. Football, baseball, Halloween stuff. Only have to look at replay.
Yes, it is. It is so true. And today's October 1st, which is crazy. Oh my gosh. Our middle four, their birthday is this month. So we're approaching birthday season in the family because October kicks it off. And we have 4 birthdays in October for the 4 of them. They're all turning 13. Oh, we're going to have 5 teenagers in the house.
Some of them already have like teenagers.
Oh, yeah. So we have those birthdays to kick off birthday season. And then my little one, her birthday's in November and she's going to be 3. How did that happen? And then it's Christmas in December. And then January is my birthday. And then in February is my oldest's birthday and my husband's birthday. So this is like birthday Christmas season for us.
Naomi says, on the FMF, did you ladies do the border first or do it block by block? Oh my, I love that documentary.
Me too. It was so good. It was so good. And it was sad. Like, it made me sad because aging is for the birds. That's what I think. But I love the documentary. And some people, from what I've seen, some people have done the whole border. I'm doing it block by block. I get bored stitching the whole border at the same time. I like to mix it up a little bit. So I do block by block.
Then Kim says, Kim Ware is her name.
Oh, hi, Kim. I just, what did I do for you this morning? I don't know. I was working on something for you this morning. I can't remember what. All right, if I can at least get these brown leaves done. What are we at? 43 minutes. This is awesome. Are you guys liking Happy Little Stitch Hour? For me, I love it because I've got an hour out of my day devoted to stitching. And so if I can even just get these brown leaves done, or the brown part of the flower done, brown petals, then I will be really thrilled with making some progress on something. So I kind of love this. And there's no pressure to share a bunch of shop stuff with you. Like, we can kind of just sit and chat. Like, I love the goat story. I love hearing that Stephanie's going home today. And once I kind of get into a rhythm, my hope for today was to sit down and kind of get stitching a little bit because, it takes a second or two to kind of get into a rhythm of it. But then we had technical problems. And so then I didn't get to start until I sat down with you guys. But I'm kind of loving it. But give me feedback. Do you guys like Happy Little Stitch Hour, or how do you feel about it?
So then April says, Naomi, it's getting harder to have them all together. So it definitely makes this mama's heart happy.
Oh, I love it.
Tammy says, D, are you the oldest or one of the quads? And then later she says, your mom just answered my question.
She's the oldest.
Sarah says, "How is your mom doing? Has she been able to get back to stitching?"
She hasn't really. She's doing really well. They have been busy though. Like, I don't know. I think once winter starts and they kind of settle in for the winter, then she'll get back into stitching. But she has not had a lot of stitching time. She's been um like getting stuff put away now that fall is starting to approach, although we've still had kind of warm weather. So she's just done some of it, but not all of it. So she's going to have more stuff to kind of get put away. And then, I'm one of 7 girls, which I've told you this before, and there are 6 of us still living. And so some of my sisters have popped into home just to visit mom and dad and kind of hang out with them a little bit, which has been really nice. So they've had visitors popping in here and there, which has been awesome, especially since like last year, nobody could come, and so they hadn't seen people for a really, really long time. So it's nice that they've been able to have some company. And then, she um, gets busy getting the house put back together after people come to visit and all of that.
Elizabeth says, "My youngest turns 4 on the 7th," and then she says, "My oldest is in February too."
Oh, February what? I wonder.
Nana T says, "Hey, I just pulled up YouTube to watch yesterday's video, but found this. I'm canning tomatoes, so we'll be just watching as I work."
Hey, Teresa. I just worked on your stuff this morning too.
Tammy says,
Canning tomatoes. I love it.
Tammy says, "I love it," and so does Nancy. And Brandy said, "This is fun." Naomi says, "I love it. It's my first one."
Oh, you weren't here last time, Huckleberry. Naomi said that. Is that what you said?
Bonnie says, "This is fun as I don't have a stitch community close to me."
I don't either. So you guys are the people that I get to stitch with. I'm glad you like it, because if I were the only one who liked it, I'd be out here stitching by myself, looking at myself stitching with nobody.
Kim said, "I joined a bunch of stitch along something I've never done before, and you guys are just across Lake Michigan from me, so I should get them soon. So excited."
Yay! I love Lake Michigan. We have not seen Lake Michigan this year yet.
Or last year.
See,
Or last year.
we all love Lake Michigan, and we try to go to that area every summer if we can, and we have not been able to lately. We're all kind of sad about it. I have been recounting these 2. I have to count up 2 and over 2, and I've had to recount it about 20 times. Clearly, I cannot count today.
Elizabeth says the 19th.
Oh, close. Close. Not the same, but close. 1, 2, 1. Start on 2, right? Up to 1, 2, over 1, 2. Start on 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. See what I mean? Oh my gosh. I do need bifocals. It will help my brain with counting. I'm never going to finish these brown petals if I can't count to 2. So this will be Dee's first homecoming. And I don't know that she kept saying she didn't really want to go. I'm kind of saying you should go. Are you excited? Are you getting excited now that it's almost here?
Not really.
How come?
Because I just want to relax and finish my essays over the weekend.
She's a studious one.
Stitching Granny of 17 says, "I like the stitch hour, but I don't stitch in the middle of the day. But I love the chat while I sew."
Oh, good.
Tammy says, "You will have fun."
It'll be fun.
I'm sure I'll think so after the fact.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you think. It's kind of her first dance, really, because there was nothing last year, and it's kind of your first real dance.
Mhm. Teresa says, I'm curious about the lamp. Is it awkward to put the stitching under the light?
So I do bonk it every once in a while, which kind of annoys me. Um, but I think it's good. I think I like it. I just haven't settled into it yet. And I have this little thing that I put on my lap because it holds my pattern. It's got like a little, let me just show you. I can't describe it. So it's like a lap desk, right? But it has this thing so I can stick the corner of my pattern under there, and then I can throw my threads for trash, and my scissors fits in here to hold my scissors. So I put the lamp base underneath this, and I feel like the height just isn't great, or maybe I need to like I think I just need to figure out. But sometimes as I pull my needle through, but again, I have the world's longest thread when I stitch. So sometimes when I pull the needle through, and it takes me a minute to get used to this magnification. Do you see? I'm like playing the trombone, trying to see what's going on here.
You actually did that.
I did actually play the trombone, and now you play the trombone. Um, So I think it's good. I just need to settle into the right height and stuff.
Stitching Granny 17 says, we have birthdays every month but February. LOL.
Really? That's funny. I mean, with my extended family, yes, we would have birthdays every month. But for my immediate family, um, we just have like this from October through February.
Jody says, Dee, do you have a date or going with a group? I'm going with my group of girlfriends.
Yeah, so she has a group of friends, and they're all going to go together, and it's going to be fun.
Gayleen says, really enjoying sitting down and stitching with all of you. Love listening as I stitch.
Yay! I'm so glad to hear that.
Teresa says, thanks for showing. You are so kind. I've always wondered.
Yeah, so I like it. I mean, overall, I like it. I dragged my feet for a long time about getting one of these. And then the whole bifocal appointment came up, and I was like, no, I'm not going to get bifocals. I'll just fix it with like using a lamp or some type of magnification. So I've done glass readers over my glasses before, and that does work. I think that works just fine. But then for whatever reason over the last month, I was like, man, I really cannot see stuff. What is happening? And it was getting to the point that it was frustrating. And I wasn't stitching as much, I think, because I was frustrated. And it just wasn't as enjoyable because I couldn't see. And, and then I got this and I was like, holy cow, I really couldn't see because that stitch isn't in the right spot. Neither is that one. So in the long run, I'm really glad that I did it. And like I said, I got the one that you have to plug in because I don't often stitch on the go. And then it was less expensive. So I felt like, okay, if I can get it less expensive and try it and see if I like it, then that's the way to go. So that's what I did. And I'm glad that I did. I'm liking it so far.
Nancy says, that's a cool table. Where did you find it? And then
Amazon.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And then she said, that's what my granddaughter's doing. Going with girlfriends, you'll have fun.
Yeah, at this age, we kind of don't encourage a lot of dating. That will come soon enough. But going with a group of friends, girls or guys or whatever, hers just happened to be a group of girlfriends. But so I think it'll be fun. So the table, the little lap desk, I got at Amazon. If you go and search for lap desk, I think. Oh, I have a tag on here still. I haven't even taken the tag off. Hold on. It's called Lap Gear. And that's the brand, is Lap Gear, and it's a lap desk. And I got it on Amazon. You can use it for laptops and stuff like that. It also has a little ledge at the bottom, so stuff's not going to like roll off as long as it's in front of that ledge. But this is the pattern on the back of the one that I got, which I haven't actually thought about covering with some Lori Holt material. And let me show you. This is the logo over here. It's called Lap Gear. And I just found it on Amazon and got it off of there. And it's nice because it gives me a flat surface. I used to just stack up pillows, and I swear to you, Henry is a little stinker. And everybody laughs at me when he does it, but it drives me crazy. He always comes up and he'll put his nose under the pillows that are on my lap, and he'll flip him out of the way so that he can sit on my lap. And so all of my stitching stuff, like I'm in the middle and he comes over and I'm like, Henry, no, don't do that. And then he'll flip the pillows, and everything that was on top of my pillows would go flying. And then he would get in a comfy spot on my lap. And I was like, gosh, Henry, what in the world? So he always does that. And the kids laugh and my husband laughs. And now that I have this lap desk, he doesn't do that anymore. But so I used to set all the stuff on top of a bunch of pillows, and it, just wasn't very stable, and stuff would fall off and blah, blah, blah. So I got one of these. I found it on Amazon, and I got one, and I really like it. It's a nice flat surface, and I can set stuff on top, and it works really nicely.
April says, my daughter is going with friends too, so have fun.
Nice.
So fun.
April, is it this weekend or is it still coming up?
Tammy says, I like my little lamp too, but I have the same problem. It doesn't sit right, and the magnifier is tricky to get used to. I use a 4-in-1. That is awesome.
The OttLite, do you have the OttLite? I did think about that. I debated about the Halo and the OttLite, and I, for the longest time, was leaning towards the OttLite because it's floor or table. And I thought, well, I could put it behind my stitching area, and then it would be out of the way. And then I think, due to expense, I probably opted for this, is what I think happened, because this one was a bit cheaper. But is that the one you have, Tammy? And do you prefer that over this one?
Nancy says, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't remember what I...
You
told her yeah, you're welcome.
This from. Andre says, I love these.
Loves what?
She said, I love Jane, and then she said these.
Oh, good.
Stitching Granny 17 said, that's just with us kids and grands. LOL. 17 grands makes it interesting. A birthday tomorrow. LOL.
Oh my gosh. We got birthdays coming out of your ears.
Stacy says, hey ladies.
Hello, Stacy. So glad that you are here.
April says, in a couple weeks. Of course, she just decided to go, which means a scramble for a dress, but it's fine. I'm fine.
Yep. I know how that goes. We've had a few scramble days ourselves. So that'll be fun. Hopefully she has a great time.
Tammy says, yes, I have the OttLite.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nice one too. From what I've heard. I've never used it, but other people that I know have used it. And one of my sisters has one, and I think she really likes it. And when my mom was visiting her, she let my mom use it for a little bit, and my mom really liked it too. Oh, and so then my sister got my mom one for Mother's Day. So my mom has one too.
Andrew says, I love these stitch alongs. I am working on a quilted cottage. How often will you have these?
what we're doing right now, the Happy Little Stitch Hour. So I'm going to try to do it around once a month, but what is dictating when we do it? So is this bothering? Does this bother you on that screen?
That's kind of obnoxious a little bit, I guess.
Okay, because it's reflecting off of my screen, so
Yeah.
I can't really see what's going on. So what's going to dictate that for the school months is when the kids have off school, because then my daughter can help with reading and stuff. And they typically have off school about once a month. So it's not going to be like on a consistent, okay, the whatever Friday of each month, we're going to have this. It's going to be a little sporadic during the summer month or during the school year months, just because then I won't have anybody here to read for me. And so that makes it a little tricky. So the next one that we're having is on October 29th. And then we'll have one, I think, in November. And I think it falls, there's going to be one every month. It's just going to be at different times during the month. But I will for sure post it. And maybe I'll even try to post it to our website homepage and just post what I have scheduled through the school year. So then at least people can plan for that.
Stacy says, I have 3 different outlets, 2 standing and 1 desk.
Oh my goodness. Do you like them all? Like, do you love them? You must. If you've got 3 of them, you must love it.
Tammy says, it's my second one. I love them. And then she specifies that she's talking about the lights.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone with the OttLite. I don't know. I'm sure there will be more lights in my future. So maybe an OttLite will be one of them.
Stacy says, once-ish a month sounds super.
Oh, good. I hope you guys like it, and I hope people will join because I really like it. It forces me to stop and take a break and sit and get a little bit of stitching in. So I'm a huge fan of it, but I hope other people are as well.
And Andre says, thank you. I look forward to them.
Yay! I hope you'll join all the time. Oh my gosh, I gotta count again. What? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, down 7. So much better.
Stacy says, I love my OttLights. Annie almost croaked when I bought the 2 standing lights as they were $350 each. But wait for it.
Oh my goodness.
I got them for 80% off.
What? Where did you get them? Did you get them at Joann's with a coupon? A coupon?
Tammy says, I use an OttLight in my sewing room also and love it. Galen says, I agree. Having a stitch along makes me stop and take time to stitch.
Yeah, it kind of forces you to. And so I kind of like that. And remember on Monday, so next week will be the first week that we are separating out our live stream during the week. So normally we have a live stream every Thursday. And to this point, it has been a shared live stream split between quilting and cross stitch. And then there were some people who were kind of annoyed with that and not very happy about it. And there were some people who really liked it. And some of the live streams have gotten to be longer. And so there were some requests to separate it out. And I debated about it for a long time. And then thought, you know what, that might be good. It might force me to focus more on each craft and also allow us to be more respectful of people's times and not take up so much of their time on Thursday. So this next week is the first week that we are going to separate those out. So our floss tube is going to be on Monday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And our quilting live stream will be on Thursdays still, every Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So floss tubes every Monday and quilting every Thursday. So I'm excited to give that a try and see what the kind of turnout we get, and if it will be worth continuing to keep them separate. So we'll see how it goes.
Stacy says yes, Joanne's, and then Stitching Granny 17 says I'll catch y'all later. Got the quilt top finished and the backing piece. Got to go sandwich the quilt.
Have fun, Deborah. I'm going to finish this petal and then we're going to wrap it up because then I can say that I got all of the brown petals done today.
Stacy says woo woo, go Granny go.
Yes, go, go, go. So hopefully there will be good turnouts for both the floss tube and the live stream. And that's what I'm hoping. Hopefully there will be enough demand to be able to have both in a week. We'll see.
Tammy says, yep, my recent floor lamp was $350 and I paid $90.86.
My gosh, I got to keep an eye out for Joanne's then. Maybe that's the way to go.
Teresa says, question, ladies, is the lap lamp a better purchase, or the stand version?
That's a good question. It sounds like a lot of people here like the light, and I think the benefit from that one, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you can have it be a floor version or a tabletop version. So you could probably use it, put it in your lap to use, or have the option to have it be a self-standing light. So if you can find a good deal, that might be the better way to go.
Sam says, hi, work is really getting in the way of seeing you guys.
Is that Sam Gillum? No?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello, Sam. I'm so glad that you are here. I have missed you.
Stacy says, dang jobs.
Right? They're overrated.
Teresa says, wow, where did you purchase to get 80% off, if I may ask?
So Joanne's, it sounds like. Joanne's with maybe with a coupon.
Stacy says, heck yeah, Tammy. And Tammy says, I never paid full price. Stacy says, I like the floor lamp best.
I have to have like a designated stitching spot in order to have a floor lamp, I think.
Naomi says, I have the floor lamp to tabletop one.
Naomi said that? Oh, so she's got that one too. Okay.
Yeah. Debbie says, love the idea of 2 floss tubes as I quilter and a cross stitcher. I am retired and enjoy watching whenever you are on.
Yay! I am so happy to hear that. I always have fears about things. Like I just got shipment notifications for a bunch of stuff that's coming, and of course it causes me a little bit of anxiety because I freak out that there's so much coming and is it going to sell? Like it just makes me nervous. And so I'm a little bit anxious about switching to 2 a week because I don't know, what if people don't like me that much and they don't want to watch 2 a week? And so it makes me a little anxious. I get a little nervous about, are people going to like it? Do they want it? Will they join? Am I going to be out there by myself? Who knows?
Tammy says, I believe it's all personal preference.
The light.
Yeah. Jody says, I will watch both. Maybe not always live, but we'll watch later for sure.
Oh, good. Thank you. That makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how it goes. The numbers will tell us, and the comments and the likes and all of that. will tell us if it's a good thing or if it ends up not being a good thing.
Naomi says, right now my son's fiance uses it downstairs to study.
Oh, she does. I have a light for my sewing machine too that kind of spotlights the sewing area because my sewing machine light's not that bright. But the one that I have, it gets so hot. This one, it's not that hot. This other one, I mean, I think it's like a light that my parents had from maybe the 1980s. And
That's a
so
long time ago.
I know they've had it for a long time. And then my mom was like, I don't want this anymore. Do you want it? And I said, yeah, I can use it for sewing. But maybe one of these other lights. And the other one that's really popular, so the OttLite is popular, Halo Go is popular, and then a lot of people have Stella lights in their sewing room. I haven't made the leap yet to switch out my sewing room light. I've just kept the one that gets really hot.
Teresa says, thanks for all the helpful info.
You're welcome.
Tammy says, there are different kinds of OttLights, so whatever fits best to your style. This last one I got is just a floor lamp.
Oh, okay.
Stacy says, your personality sells your shop and events. It's all good.
Good. I'm glad you think so. Thank you.
Carrie says, I'll be there on Monday and Thursday and all the monthly stitch alongs and the release party. So bring it on.
Yay! Thank you so much, Carrie. I'm happy to hear that.
Stacy says, Monday will be much easier for me to attend. I love to hear about all the goodies, but cross-stitching is my go-to other than paper crafts.
Oh, good. Well, then that'll be perfect for you. I love it.
Sam says, Angela, I almost put that same shirt on today, but changed my mind last minute. Did a Disney shirt for the 50th anniversary today.
Oh, is today the 50th anniversary of Disney? Sam and I often are twins with our Maker Valley shirts. And so I swear it's like these are about the only t-shirts that I have in my wardrobe anymore. COVID has not been kind with a few extra pounds. So I just end up putting one of these on because it's really comfortable. And plus I'm, working in the shop all day and trying to run kids all over. And so I always grab one of these. And Sam has a number in her wardrobe as well. And so oftentimes we end up having the same shirt on, which is hysterical to me. And then she'll send me a picture later and she'll say, see, I'm not lying. Look, I have the same shirt on. It's so funny.
Brandy says, I have one that I can clamp onto a stand or the edge of a table. 3 setting of intensity and color. Got it on Amazon for $20. Love it.
That's a good idea. This one does have 3 light settings. So this one's the really bright one, and then medium and low. So if we're in here having a family movie night, and if I'm going to be stitching, I usually have it on low. The other night, I turned it on this, and it was dark in here, and everybody was like, whoa, Mom, what's going on? And then I was like, sorry, I got to turn it down. So it does have 3 settings, which is kind of nice.
Martha says, hello, everyone. Hope you have a great time stitching together. Had to pop in for a minute.
Hello, Martha. Oh, my gosh. Martha, your vintage Christmas quilt. Martha has finished her vintage Christmas quilt top, and it is gorgeous, Martha. It really motivated me and inspired me to try to jump into that and finish these last 12 blocks that we have to do. So I'll do 6, I'll do a video for 6, and I'll do another video for 6, and then we'll do the finishing. But it really motivated me to step it up a notch and get it done. It's gorgeous.
And then Naomi said, what's the name of that lamp? I like it.
So this one is called Halo Daylight. What? Yeah. It's by the Daylight Company, and it's called Halo. And I believe that there's a version that's Halo Go, which you don't need to plug in. You can plug it in to charge it, and then you can take it with you, and it has so many hours of light power, and then you have to charge it again. This is not the Halo. Ooh. It's not a button. It's just like a flat surface that you just have to touch. So I accidentally turned it on. But this one is called Halo, just the Halo light. So it's by Daylight, and it's called Halo. And the one that isn't the portable, like Go one that you don't have to have plugged in, this one was a little bit cheaper. So I think I paid like, I want to say $54 for this. And you could possibly find it at Joann's for cheaper. I got this on Amazon. And so maybe you could find it at Joann's for less.
Martha says, thank you. I'm going to the Quilt Professional now.
The Quilt Professional. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to see it all done. Okay, and then Naomi says, hi, Martha. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. I've kept you longer than an hour, and I really wanted to try to keep these stitch hours to just an hour. So thank you so much, you guys, for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was so fun to chat with you, and it was fun to stitch. And I did get, look, I got my brown flowers petals completed. Next time I'm going to start before we start the live so that I can get into a rhythm and kind of stitch faster, because I was not stitching very fast today. I had a hard time counting today. But I'm going to finish this. My hope is to finish this very soon, and then I will post. That's the other thing that I think is going to help me, is I'm going to try to start posting, okay, this is what I'm working on today. And maybe that'll encourage some of you to stitch with me for that day. And then whatever stitching time I get in that day, I'm going to focus on that one thing. And then I'll post like, this is how far I got today type of a thing. And I think that might help, motivate me to do stuff. So I'll try to do some of that. Oh my goodness. Lots of have fun, ladies. Thank you. Cindy says, hi from Cindy. Hello, Cindy. I appreciate the info last week about the Joann's having the light magnifiers. Got a great one this week for doing my cross stitch along with, with my bifocals. Have fun at homecoming.
Thank
and
you.
A wonderful rest of the day. Have a great weekend. Dee, have fun. Have a good weekend. Enjoy homecoming, Dee.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angela and Dee. Have a great weekend. Have fun at homecoming. That homework will still be there Sunday, says April. Huckleberry, it's been so fun. It was great to chat with everyone. Thank you, Angela and Dee. Have a great time. Thank you. See you next week, says Patricia. Have a great weekend. Sam, thank you for being you. Sending hugs. Big hugs to you too, Sam. I miss you, my friend. So posting on Facebook page what we are stitching today. Yeah, Facebook, or I'll do Instagram posts too and try to just have a beginning and an end. So that's my tentative plan. So have a wonderful day, you guys. And I'm hoping that if I post, then that'll be a motivation to kind of make some progress each day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so, so much for joining me today. And guess what? I will see you guys in a couple days on Monday. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you Monday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on the YouTube channel for our floss tube. And I hope to have some good cross-stitching goodies to share with you and some progress to share with you. Have a fabulous day, everyone. Thank you so much. Happy stitching. Take care.